It's time for Access the Experts from the University of Nebraska at Omaha with your host, Brandon Axamit.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Access the Experts on News Channel Nebraska, where every Tuesday and Thursday, University of Nebraska at Omaha faculty members answer today's questions facing our state. Now today we have the pleasure of hearing from Dr. Dan Shipp, who is the Vice Chancellor for Student Success at UNO. And today's question is for all of the parents out there who are navigating the pandemic while sending a child off to college. So Dan, today's question is, what should parents be doing to prepare their high schoolers for college readiness during the pandemic?
Well, thanks for that question, Brandon. This is really an important central question in the fall as we're preparing students for what's to come. And I think it's important to recognize, first of all, the significant challenge that this pandemic has placed on all of us. Not only those of us that work in education, but family members, parents, students. And so I think anything we can do to reduce the pressure on students is really critical and important. One of the things that I really like to get to first in providing advice like this is, before we get into details of application deadlines, scholarships, and in some ways that almost increases anxiety for students and families, I would really sit down with your student as a parent, guardian, family member, and ask some important questions that will get students excited about college. And one of those is, what are the types of initiatives or problems you want to solve when you get to college? And, what are things that get you excited? What do you want to learn more about? Before you have to worry about a major, think about those issues that are important to you. And finding a major can come second, but this will help you also find a college or university that sponsors that type of activity on their campus. So for example, are there technology issues that get you excited? Do you want to work on clean water and public health challenges? Food insecurity, maybe community engagement, social justice. What about educational outcomes? Do you want to be an educator someday? So I think really considering the type of challenge that you want to focus on is critical. And, next I would say, make sure that you have a calendar in front of you and really understand, what are the application deadlines for most universities and colleges. You want to have that completed by Thanksgiving time. And then shortly after, in early December, you want to make sure to submit all of your scholarship applications. So those are two really big pieces of advice that I would give to families and students around how to prepare and deal with this strange COVID environment we all find ourselves in.
Well, thank you, Dan, for sharing your expertise on a topic that I'm sure many parents will find extremely helpful. For our viewers at home, do not forget that Access the Experts airs every Tuesday and Thursday at 6:46 a.m. and p.m. only on News Channel Nebraska. On our next edition of Access the Experts this Thursday, we will hear from Dr. Emily Wright, who is a professor at UNO School of Criminology and Criminal Justice. Lastly, if you have a question you want answered, go to newschannelnebraska.com and click on the Access the Experts link to submit your question. It may be answered by an expert on an upcoming edition. I'm Brandon Axamit. We'll see you next time.
Access the Experts, presented by the University of Nebraska at Omaha. If you have questions, submit them on our website. Then join us every Tuesday and Thursdays at 6:46 a.m. and p.m. while we answer your questions.